afternoon, football fans. What's going on, y'all? It's me, your boy Larry B, bringing it to you right here on another beautiful Wednesday afternoon. A little bit earlier today, but nevertheless, we're right back on it, y'all. Here we go. Game time as usual. Just getting set, like I said, a little bit early. Regardless, was this not a great week of football? Seriously, we had ourselves one hell of a week in the NFL. I can't even explain to you how crazy some of these games were. I mean, seriously, Lions, I'm sorry, but really, and just for those of you who think the Bucs are dead in the water, you got another thing coming. Regardless, yeah, the Saints are the Saints. We're just going to leave it there. How about my Raiders? How about my Raiders? I mean, really? Did this team just pull that off? I know it's the Panthers. I get it. Who cares? Who cares? It was a nice victory. I'm happy to see them look at the football team for the first time in, a long time. So we got that going on. We also are going to be talking plenty more. We got ourselves the Week 1 recap as well as the Week 2 preview. I'll be giving you all of my picks and let you know who I think will be doing this thing today. Well, doing this thing this week, starting with tomorrow. And oh yeah, I forgot, we got 3 primetime face-offs coming your way. 2 newcomers, a newcomer to the primetime face-off coming up. And I will be competing in like my second ever primetime face-off. And I'll be taking on none other than Colin Reynolds, the Fat Mac himself. This is going to be a good show tonight, y'all. So hopefully, well, this afternoon, that is. I hope you're ready for some football because it's always time for some football, y'all. This is going to be a good one. We're going to enjoy ourselves, and let's get this thing going. Brandon's in the chat room. Well, guess what, Brandon? I can't believe the Cardinals actually pulled something off. Do we have question marks around the Niners right now? Because I certainly do. But how about those Cardinals? One more head clap for those Cardinals. So much to get into tonight. I mean, the Titans looked a little Titan-ish, but they got to tighten some things up. I get, okay, whatever. That was, whatever. Pun intended, I guess. Regardless, we got ourselves a good one here tonight. I hope you're ready to rock and roll because 3 and Out is coming your way. That's right, y'all. This is me, your boy Larry B, and you are listening to 3 and Out right here on IE Sports Radio, your directory for all that is sports. Welcome, football fans. Well, first and foremost, as I always say, all glory to God. That's right. For without him, nothing is possible. Of course, big shout out to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And of course, big ups to all you out there listening. Because without y'all, we be nothing, y'all. IE Sports Radio, we wouldn't quite be IE Sports Radio without you guys. We appreciate you so much, and we thank you for all of the love that we get from y'all, all of your support. Let's start things off, y'all. This week in football was absolutely insane. If you want to say that it wasn't insane, you are entitled to your own opinion. However, it was insane. We're going to start things off, of course, with the quick and dirty recap. You got to love having some fun here. We got some more chat going on here. What's going on, Taryn? So thanks to everybody in the chat room getting going on here. And let's come on, y'all. Bring some more people in. We need some people going on. The show needs lots of fans. We need lots of listeners. Do the dang thing, y'all. That's how we get down. That's how we roll. So hopefully y'all can, help get it done here today. We appreciate that. So with that said, let's start things off with a couple games off the top of my head. I want to pull up the website real quick, take a look at some of these games. But man, was this not a crazy week. First things first, I never start off with the Raiders. But I just got to tell you right now, we looked like a football team. I can't believe it. I seriously can't believe we looked like an actual football team. It's really weird to say that we look like a football team because we look like crap the last couple of years. Despite a couple of years back, I know Raider fans, but I'm hard on this team, and I think everybody should know that. So regardless, I'll tell you right now, we had ourselves a pretty decent game. Secondary still is terrible. is what it is. But regardless, we got a nice little victory, and I'll take it, 34-30. So let's go and take a quick look here. Let's go ahead and get that week 1 recap going on here and start things off with that game, because I just want to start with the Raiders. I used to start with Thursday Night Football, but like I said, for the first time in a long time, I'm proud of my team. I'm excited. So very proud of my Las Vegas Raiders, baby, for pulling off the victory. What a game. What a job. And I'm just really happy. Carr looked pretty decent. Secondary still shaky. I'm not too happy with them. Regardless, though, it was a good game. It was such a good game. So I'm really excited that we were able to pull it off. And for those of you who didn't think Carolina was going to be shooting fireworks this year, yeah, they're coming, y'all. Trust me, they're coming. So I think this team's going to be doing big things coming up in the future. Not this year, maybe not next year, but they're coming. So maybe next year too. I don't know. Regardless, let's go back to Thursday Night Football and talk about this game. This was a horrible game. This was horrible football game. Okay, to start the season off. Horrible, literally horrible football game. I'm sorry, but the Chiefs destroyed the Texans. The Texans literally just led they pulled the dogs off, y'all, is what happened. That's literally what happened. The Texans did nothing. They were like getting beaten, like doing this, like doing the field position. Seriously, guys, it was nothing to be excited for. The Texans started to pick it up at the end, but that was it. What do you do? David Johnson got a nice run in the very beginning to make it look like a good game. Watson, what happened? Like his offensive line wasn't doing anything to help him. It was a really sad game for those guys. But how about the Chiefs, man? Right here all day, dude. The Chiefs were on it. Like, seriously, this was such a good football game for the Chiefs. But for the Texans, it was terrible. Like, there was nothing to be excited. If you're a Texans fan, I'd be concerned. Like, I'd almost be kind of like maybe not a Lions fan. Or an Eagles fan. Oh, we're going to get there. But I'm just saying now. So let's go ahead and just cruise on down, get through these pretty fast. So as I mentioned, Chiefs start 1-0. Raiders start 1-0. We have talked about them already. Let's go ahead and get on into the Seahawks, 38-35 over Atlanta. Serious, that was 25, actually. I'm sorry, I messed up the score here. But regardless, y'all, the Seahawks looked pretty okay. They looked scary early. And the Falcons, well, they look like they need a lot of work. That's really all there is to it. How about those Bills? Allen looked like a quarterback. Hey, I liked it. Allen looked really good. Josh Allen's starting to tame his arm down a little bit. He's starting to make some kind of big throws. He's, of course, going to use his legs the majority of the time. What a great job here by this guy, man. And this team really did a lot. They fought hard. And overall, y'all, I got to tell you right now, I'm very proud of the way the Bills are playing. I don't know. It could be them, the Patriots this year, going at it for that title in the AFC East. We'll see. This game was hilarious. I'm sorry. If you are a Lions fan, please turn this off. I'm sorry, but guys, what's wrong? How do you do this? Like, who are you, the Patriots? Who are you, the Falcons? I'm sorry. But this was sad. The Bears looked dead in the water. They were done. They were finished. This game was over. They were done with. All right. The Lions looked like they were just going to finish them off, and they didn't. The Bears come back. Y'all, they were down by easily 20-some points, or somewhere right around. They were close. Okay. It was down. It was hilarious how they came back, fighting like hell. And what happens? The Bears pull off a victory. What a nice win for these guys. 1-0 on the season. The Lions should be ashamed of themselves. I'm sorry, but Packers, all right. We didn't think this was going to happen. I didn't think that 34 was going to happen right here. I did not see this happening, but I definitely saw this. This was something that I saw. I didn't see this. Your guys' defense needs to step it up. And you guys over here, I'm not a fan of the Vikings. You know what? A couple years ago, they're almost like the Raiders, and they're both Pirates. They were kind of like the Raiders to me, and I don't know. Overall, they had a decent defense. It fell apart. You're letting go Everson Griffin and crap. I don't care for it, guys. I'll tell you right now, it not my cup of tea for those guys. Regardless, Packers start 1-0. Patriots 21-11. We didn't think this was going to happen. Cam is Cam, all right? Cam Newton got down. Homeboy got down, and I'm so excited to see this dude play, man. He deserves it. Superman, y'all. He deserves it. So let's get to the chat room real quick and have some fun. This is Brand talking crap about my defense. That sounds like fun. Taryn, thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Taryn says, I don't know. 3 hours. Oh, yeah. Well, I've switched it today a little bit. My bad. Sorry about that. Let's see. Walter Ross says, we almost lost the game because of defense. Absolutely. If you're, yeah. I don't know. So you have the Browns dog on there. I don't want to talk about defense if you're a Browns fan. However, if you're a Raiders fan, it was a close one. Terrence says Raiders defense will definitely need to be better Monday football against the Saints. Absolutely, 100% agree. I told you the Chiefs would score 121. He absolutely did. But yeah, it was ridiculous. They got beat down, and it was just sad. The Texans, what they scored means nothing. So the Lions blowing that big of a lead leads to the most 2020 thing that's happened to them. Absolutely. And Seth Eves, welcome Seth Eves in the chat room here. He says, Pooper Scooper, Plumbers at a trailer park. Miserable ways to live. Not as miserable as being a Lions fan. I'm going to leave that there. I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, it was really sad. So I couldn't agree more, Seth. That was ridiculous, man. So overall, ridiculously funny game. Sorry, guys. That's what it is. How do you lose to a college team? I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Regardless, guys, this was kind of funny. I didn't know what to think about this. This game was something else. Overall, you can't. How do you? They were down. How do you blow a 17-point lead in like the third and fourth quarter? It was like towards the end of the third quarter, I believe. Washington rallies back. They were down 17-0, and they scored 27 unanswered points. How do you do this? What has to go wrong in your life? I'm just kidding. But this was bad, y'all. Washington came back, destroyed Philly. I guess all the jokes about Washington needs to stop, at least for this week. We'll see about this week. But anyway, this was also another game that was kind of funny. Rivers didn't look too bad in his debut, regardless. The Jaguars, how about Minshew? A little Minshew magic. Not bad. They look like a football team. Decent, but once again, it's just the Colts. Can they keep it up? Yeah, the Ravens get a nice victory. Next game, all right. Chargers. Yeah, the Chargers. I thought it was a touchdown. I thought it was a catch. It looked like a catch. Regardless, a win's a win, like I told Taryn. We're tweeting, and that's it. I don't understand how that wasn't a catch. It was a catch in the end zone. The Bengals, in my opinion, won this game. But I thought this was a good football game overall. The Chargers didn't look too bad. That defense is looking pretty sharp. Of course, Joe Burrow in his debut. You know what, dude? Not too bad, dude. You look good in your debut, man. So nice work there. And there we have it. Moving on to the comments here. It says, I think you and I are talking Washington was good luck. Yeah, I was talking about Washington was good luck. I guess so, man. They pulled something out. All right, so this game was supposed to be a big game. Guys, I said it in the tweet, and I'm going to say it right now. For those of you who thought this was going to be like this NFC preview type of game, NFC Championship preview type of game this early, I didn't see it happening. There's no way. The Titans, the Buccaneers have only been this Buccaneers team for like a couple of weeks, okay? But since the offseason and on the field for a couple of weeks or about a month, it haven't been much of anything. The Saints have been a team for like, what, years? I mean, come on now. Did you really expect for the Buccaneers to come out and I'm surprised they put up 23 points. I'm just saying, like, it's a brand new unit, and there's no preseason. It was just training camp. They didn't have any tests. I'll tell you what, for the Buccaneers to score 23 points and to play as well as they did against a team that is this well put together and has this many years of experience, that's a victory on its own. Let the Bucks gel. It could very possibly be an NFC Championship type of, it could be the NFC Championship. Okay, could be. Regardless, I didn't see this happening early, and that was pretty much that. And this was the laugh of the day, everybody. Because are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? All game long, they let Kyler Murray run around like a kid in the playground, okay? They let these receivers run free. I mean, seriously, the defense, I am ashamed of this Niners defense right now. You were freaking kidding me. Seriously, defensive line, I guess you should have kept DeForest Buckner. I'm just saying, look, something happened, and this is ridiculous. I can't understand what happened to the Niners here. It's only week 1. Okay, no preseason, no practice. I get it. But regardless, to be that well put together last year, blips happen. It happens all the time. It is what it is. Okay, Niner fans right now are like, y'all shut up. And that's fine. Rightfully so. I'm just saying right now as a football fan, guys, there's no way on God's green earth that the Cardinals should have won this game. Regardless, it is 2020, whatever, but big victory there. So going back here to the comments, he says it was a PI. Even if it was reviewed, it wasn't going to get returned. I completely 100% disagree with you, Taryn. Regardless, is what it is. Chargers won. So not having Michael Thomas could hurt the Saints going forward. Lucky for them, Emmanuel Sanders. Absolutely. So next up here, guys, we have Sunday Night Football. Rams defeating the Cowboys 20-17. Insert laugh button here. I'm sorry, but that was hilarious. How Cowboys are supposed to be this big, strong, powerful team. I had them winning the dang, well, actually, no, I had them second place in the NFC East. Regardless, this team, a lot of people had them taking the East. And you lose with the Rams. And the Rams are so at best. Yeah. Next, we have the games on Monday night. Steelers 26-16, and not a bad start for the Steelers. The Giants looked kind of like a team for a little bit, and then they fell off. But regardless, not a bad game. Decent stuff there. But I'll tell you right now, Ben Roethlisberger looked good. This team looked good. The Giants were just, they... growing pains. What could I say? Saquon Barkley had his, here and there, not too bad. We had the Steelers looking pretty all right in their opener. And you know what? I'll tell you right now, I am excited to see this team play and to play well. So the Steelers right now looking not too bad, not too shabby. So, and then of course the Titans winning a really close, good football game. Regardless, guys, there's no way. If the Denver Broncos would have beaten the Titans this early, it's been another 2020 thing, kind of like the Niners, because I would have been like, are you serious? I'm ashamed of you guys too. It's still kind of like, I'm still kind of ashamed of them for 16-14. Regardless, they went out there and they fought for their fallen soldier. I can't really call them that, but they kept fought for the fallen comrade, Von Miller, and prayers up to you, brother. Hopefully all is well, man. You get back on that field soon. Not a cool injury. Injuries suck. No injuries are cool, but is what it is. I just gotta say, my prayers to you, brother, and hope everything's well. Hope your surgery goes well and you get back on that field soon. But overall, the Titans should have really won this game by a lot more. I'm very surprised with the performance of the Denver Broncos. Regardless, good game. Titans started this thing off 1-0, 16-14 in their season opener. So yeah, chances the Cardinals are a much different team. I knew it was going to be a rough season, or I knew that there was going to be a reason why they were so high on them. Yeah, good team here, and the Rams aren't bad. No, they are, dude. But the Cowboys are so much better. Bad Texan boys. How about them Cowboys? Yeah, I don't think the Rams are much of anything, and they beat a Cowboy team who was supposed to be this big, powerful team. So once again, because week 1, but from week 1, we see some funny things. So on to the week 2 picks. Let's have some fun here and go rapid fire, shall we? So first things first. How about this, y'all? Starting things off, the Bears. I got them taking this victory versus the Giants, 24-17. Why? Because the Bears, they came back and knocked off a really good. Just kidding. They came back in the fourth quarter, and it's kind of like they were like the 2001 Lakers, like in that period where they went 3 straight, where there was rumors where they would let the team go up, and they would try and come back in the fourth quarter to make it challenging for themselves. Pretty much that. So we have here the Bears doing their thing. It should be bigger. I'm just giving the Giants the benefit of the doubt, but I think the Bears should win this game and go to 2-0. Next up here, Cowboys and Falcons. Look, there's no way I'm going to sit here and try and say that, yeah, the Cowboys lost to a not that great Rams team, but the Atlanta Falcons are also not that great. If the Falcons beat the Cowboys, I will have so much to say about this team, and I won't even understand what's going on. I guess I just keep my comments to myself, but regardless, I don't know. The Cowboys seriously have a problem if they lose this game. I have them winning, but there's no way they should lose this game. Just saying. They're much more talented, lots more. Falcons have a few really good players. Dallas has plenty of power, in my opinion, especially on that offense, guys. So next up, we have here Detroit and Green Bay. Overall, guys, this is kind of funny. I can't be too mean. I would love to say like 38-10, but any given day, it's a division game. The Lions could get a foot in their butt from this last pass. We can tell you right now, Matt Patricia probably chewed them out the good, and maybe they had some conditioning this week because they needed it because they were gassed in that fourth quarter from what it seems. I'll tell you right now, Packers, nice. I was watching all the games Sunday ticket, y'all. So I was watching all the games at once and you can't see everything. But overall, the Lions just didn't. Apparently, they fell apart. And yeah, so Packers win this one big. Sorry, y'all. My bad. A little blip there. But okay, so next up, what do we got? I have here. We had the Packers, okay, and I had to find my place again. Don't know what happened there, but that was kind of weird. I went back on my phone. Sorry, guys. All right, so next up, Jacksonville and Titans. This game is just kind of ridiculous. I want to say the Titans are going to open a can again, but hey, I'm going to give Jacksonville a little benefit of the doubt and give them a little bit of love to see if they can hang with the Titans. Regardless, I don't think they should be hanging with them at all. Titans, regardless, win this game, but this is my final score, 23-16. Next up, Vikings. If you guys lose this game, I don't think I'll ever pick the Vikings for the rest of the season. I'm sorry, but I have 35-21. Okay, Indianapolis is not that great. They didn't look that good in their opener, and I don't have this team doing much of anything. If the Vikings win this game, then it's a game they should have won. If they lose, there's some issues going on. Next up, Bills and Dolphins. This should be a barn burner. I am so excited to see which one of these teams will show up and ball. I really am. I think it's going to be the Bills. Miami, only reason why I'm kind of high on them, even though they lost the Patriots, is the Patriots, regardless. Miami, they can compete with the Buffalo Bills. We'll find out. I got the Bills winning a close one, though. Niners and Jets. If the Niners lose this football game, I mean, seriously, it's 2020 as it gets. That's all there is to it. Niners should win a good cushion here. I'm giving them 2 touchdowns. There should be more. But the only reason why I'm giving them that is because that defense is pretty nasty for the Jets, but we'll see. This one is another game where if the Eagles happen to lose this game, my gosh, it's 2020. I'm just saying. So regardless, not a bad deal here. But guys, I don't know what to say. The Eagles didn't look so good last week at all in that second half. The Rams looked like they were able to beat a team that was, maybe not what we thought they were. Regardless, I got the Eagles winning 29-17 is what it is. We'll see. This is, as everyone wants to say, my favorite score because it is 24-21, and I had to give it to this game because this should be a close one. Pittsburgh looked good. Denver looked good. It should be a really fun matchup. Regardless, I have the Steelers win this one 24-21 in a really good football game. Next up here, Carolina, Tampa Bay. Hey, Carolina's going to fight again. Regardless, I got Tampa Bay getting their first victory in this one, 35-31. Next up, Cardinals and Washington. This should be such a good football game. I can't wait for this game. I got the Cardinals squeaking this one by, but depending on how they both played last week or because of how they played last week, I'm looking forward to this game. I got the Cardinals winning once again 27-14, and then a couple more games here, but the Chiefs and the Chargers. Honestly, guys, I think the Chargers are going to fight. I think the Chargers are going to give the Chiefs one heck of a fight. I don't have them winning, but I think it's going to be a lot closer than people think it is. So, Taryn, man, that's a good game. I think it should be a good one. And this next one, Baltimore and Houston. Baltimore should run it up, and probably beat them down a little more than this. But regardless, Houston's defense should do something in this. Last week, they need to rebuttal them, but I just don't think it's going to happen. So we shall see. Regardless, y'all, that is that. And that is pretty much that. So we have here, Taryn gets jumping in here. These are Taryn's picks, so really, really, really quick. Those are his picks, so take a look at those. Taryn says there is no way the Finns score 28 points. Calling it right now. Well, looks like you and me can disagree again, Taryn. Let's see here. He also says Eagles. Rams pick them. Yep, I have the Rams winning. No. And then I don't see the Panthers scoring 31 points. I can see that happening, dude. It's 2020, all right? So, anyway, y'all, with that said, we're going to take ourselves a quick break, and when we get back, I agree, Taryn. And when we get back, we will be talking our first primetime face-off. You are listening to 3 and Out and watching 3 and Out right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. We'll be right back after this.
This is Darren Rodriguez. Are you a fan of volleyball? Are you a fan of Thunder Spice? Then I have the show for you. Set Point, where I cover NCAA men's and women's volleyball, high school boys and girls volleyball, beach volleyball, and even professional volleyball. Catch the action every week here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It is IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. And as you can see, y'all, take a look at the screen. It's the Brownies versus the Bengals. I hope you're ready, y'all. Sound the thunder, blow the whistle, ring the bell, and hit the applause button, please, because we're ready to rock and roll, y'all. I hope you're ready. I know y'all ready, y'all. So be excited. Get ready to do the damn thing, y'all. Here we go. Primetime face-off. Number 1 of the day, we have here Bengals versus Browns. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a rivalry that is so much fun. This rivalry, it makes me happy. Why? Why does it make me happy? Because it's two teams who haven't been so good. And guess what? They're kind of good now. Which is cool because we have a team who could possibly emerge from the ashes. And we have another team that is basically ashes and kind of stays there. And we hope one day to see it happen. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, welcoming up first, representing the away team. He is a newcomer here for his first time. Happy to have him here representing his Cincinnati Bengals here for his first time of hopefully many. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, die-hard Bengals fan. Welcoming, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Christopher Lehman. What's going on, brother? How you doing today, man?
Oh, I'm great. Vacation starts today, so it's awesome. Love it. I'm ready for tomorrow.
You and me both, brother. Glad to have you, man. Glad you for your first time. And then, of course, welcoming here again for his first time, ladies and gentlemen, he is die-hard Browns fan. Welcoming Mr. Andrew Hagenbaugh. What's going on, brother? How you doing today, man?
I'm doing fantastic, man. How you been?
I'm doing my best, man. Gentlemen, hopefully to butcher your guys' names. Pretty good? Okay?
You did good.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. So, here we go, guys. I hope you guys are ready. This is going to be a lot of fun. I got to turn the volume up a little bit. There we go. So, here we go, and let's see here. Taryn says here, that commercial was shorter than the Raiders' chances of winning the AFC West. Well, Taryn, as a Chargers fan, I guess you wouldn't know anything about winning anything, really. So, thanks. So anyway, with that said, so let's go ahead and get on into this and have some fun. Gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I appreciate being on here.
Also, glad and honored to have you both on here. So let's do the dang thing, guys. First things first, let's have some fun and talk some X Factors, guys. I love them. You love them. We all love X Factors. Why? Because they can change the game. They can change everything. You guys have a couple guys that are X Factors. Oh, I don't know. Maybe Burrow, maybe Mayfield. I don't know. Some guys that are pretty good behind center. Maybe, maybe not. I would love to say the crowd. Oh, look at that. Gentlemen, I love it. This is what I'm talking about. Representing the home team here, I'm covered. And representing their two teams right over there, we got all the coverage you need. Those two uniforms. I love it. Gentlemen, let's get it going. X Factors. What do you think? What do you think? Taryn, stop it. Chargers win the AFC. Yeah, who cares, Taryn? There's no hardware. It is what it is. I'm sorry. Anyway, with that said, let's do the dang thing, guys. Starting things off with the away team first. That, of course, is you. Okay, so we're gonna go that way. By the way, we're gonna continue that real quick and do the away team to home team. Sorry if I that to you guys here, but we'll start things off with, of course, Christopher, and then go to Andrew. So, Christopher, start us off, man. Let's X Factors for Thursday night's game, well, tomorrow night's game, and how do you think they can help you guys out win this thing?
So for me, I want to say Joe Burrow is going to be our X factor, but it's the guys in front of him that are going to be it. Is it going to be Bobby Fart, as we like to call him? He was just obliterated last week by San Diego, or the Chargers, I should say. But I mean, it's just going to come down to the trenches. Who's going to win? Both sides, have great defensive line. So it's just going to come down to the offensive line, giving Joe Burrow enough time to do something with his receivers. That's what I got.
I agree. And I got real quick. Christopher, I know you saw the game. Andrew, I don't know if you saw the game. But last week, I was going to say it. We already had our debate about it, Taryn and I. It was a catch. It was a touchdown. And it was a victory. I'm sorry. That was a win. That was a Bengals win. You guys were robbed. Sorry.
I agree with that.
I'm robbed. I'm sorry. You guys were robbed. What was that?
It happens quite a bit, unfortunately. We don't have a lot go our way.
We feel for you.
So, Andrew, what was that?
I said small market teams.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, trust me. Well, maybe not. With my team sucks regardless. Anyway, regardless, with that said, here we go, guys. So, Andrew, what you got for us, man? X Factors for those Browns.
I think our X Factors are going to be our running back core, Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. With Geno Atkins gone and your other defensive tackle being gone, I mean, that whole defensive line is going to be wide open for our two running backs just to plow through all game long. And also, too, our defensive line, like you said, your offensive line is going down a little bit. Myles Garrett, Ogunjobi, Vernon. It's going to be a tough battle for you guys.
Yeah.
See, we got some bad blood already. I love it. So let's start things off and with this lightning round. Gentlemen, I love the lightning round. I think everyone loves the lightning round. This one's always a lot of fun. The fire round is fun too, but this one's always a fun one. Let's start things off and talk about weaknesses. You guys can talk crap and have fun. Have fun, please do. Christopher, start things off, man. You have 1 minute on the clock. Tell us what the weaknesses are on that Browns team. Don't go on too long. I'm just kidding. But just kidding. Go on.
Where do I start?
I'm sorry. But what are
Because I look good at the front office and go down, right?
Oh, no.
I think we need like 10 minutes each.
There's guys.
So
1 minute on the clock. What are the weaknesses that you feel you got?
I guess the biggest thing is I can't wait to see Joe Burrow dissect your secondary. I mean, you guys just don't have top tier backs, and I think that if we give him the time, he's going to be able to get in there and move that ball through the air. And then on the other side of things, Baker, he's kind of questionable sometimes. And I think if we can get in his face early and get him off his game, then I think your offense will fall apart. Just as I don't think he's got that it factor.
Okay. So, what do you think? Let us know, Andrew. Tell us, man. Do you give us 30 seconds? I mean, what do you think? Is he delusional, or do you think, he's kind of got a point? What do you think?
I think it's both. He's kind of delusional, and he's got a point because Baker has been spotty every so often, except for his rookie season. I think with the loss of Mike Daniels and Geno Atkins for him, like I said, it's just nothing but the run game for the Cleveland Browns, blocking from the offensive line. Also, too, our defensive line, got to give those guys some credit. They can get to the quarterback. Look what we did with Lamar Jackson. What was it, 3 to 4 sacks on one of the best quarterbacks in NFL on the best offensive line. So with a weak offensive line, I can see our defensive line dissecting the offensive line, getting to Burrow quickly without him getting a chance to get to our secondary.
Okay. Now, what do you think now? Now it's your turn, Andrew. Tell us now. What are the weaknesses that you feel that your team can exploit on those Bengals?
Well, I think we're going to exploit that offensive line and that defensive line. I think those are huge parts of a football team is your front seven. Without your front seven, things can't happen. Trust me, I'm a Browns fan. We've dealt with this for many years. So I understand the pain that he's going through. We've had terrible offensive lines. We had terrible defensive lines. But now it's vice versa. They have the offensive line and defensive line weakness. We have the strength of the offensive defensive line.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so what do you think? You think he's agreeable, or you think he's delusional as well, Mr. Chris? What do you think, man?
It's totally agreeable, man. I got the same qualms with the team that you do. We didn't spend any money on our offensive line that was worth anything. Defensive line, I mean, we did a great thing by bringing in DJ Reader. I love that pickup. I just checked the injury reports today. It looks like he's good to go. But yeah, we do have a hole where Geno Atkins was, and hopefully we can get that filled. But yeah, I have to agree with you. Our lines, especially our offensive line, it was a completely different game the first half versus the second half, and I think if we get our second half offensive line back, I think we're going to put up a little bit of a fight.
Okay, not bad. Okay, so let's go ahead and have some fun with that little fire round, guys. Go over game plans. My bad, I'm getting the thing set up. I should have had it done already, but I was a little party today. But it's okay. I got it. Here we go. We're good. Now I'm back. All right, I'm back. See, I'm back. But anyway, okay, good stuff. Now let's have some fun here and take a look at the chat room real quick, okay? Let's see. He says, look back at the film. Green pushed off just to have PI call. Stop it, Taryn. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Sorry. There we go. Green pushed off just enough to have PI called. I saw it multiple times. I'm just saying.
I mean, Green said that he was getting locked up all day within, so I'd say that goes both ways. Green came out and said, I had to play how I was being played, and if we're going to call it, let's call it both ways.
Gentlemen, as a fellow player, okay, playing semi-pro, doing my thing, I've been playing for about 16 years. There's something that's so irritating. Gentlemen, I'm pretty sure both of you have played the game, right? Both of you. At least some.
Actually, I haven't.
You never played? Okay, well, you never played. Okay, that's cool. So, Christopher, you played the game before, right? I mean, when are you high school, college, right? Right.
High school, middle school, high school. Yeah.
Okay, gentlemen. As a defensive end, as a linebacker, you know how freaking frustrating it is when it's like, okay, here we go, 318, whatever, blue 4-2, whatever. Get around the edge and fat boy holding you the whole time. You're like, zebra, hey, can you walk 76, please? He's holding me. Hello. Next play. Dude, we're gonna fight. Seriously, dude, like straight up, like, you know what I mean? Do it again, dude. Do it again. It's on. Next play. Throw some punches and you're gonna throw a flag on me. He's holding me 3 times in a row. You're gonna throw a flag on me, really? I know. It happens all the time, and it's annoying. So it's like you can't. At the end of the day, guys, the ones that win are the ones wearing the stripes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sucks. But what happens? You can't fight it. It's what they see. So just saying, happens. It is what it is. I'm not gonna get every call right, even though they're way better than the Division 3 refs a couple years ago. I'm sorry, that was funny. So, all right. So next up here, Darren says here in the chat room, Bengals Browns was tough to pick. I picked the Browns because I highly doubt they have another blunder like they did against the Ravens. Browns win 24-14. We're gonna leave that one there for a few minutes. We're gonna leave that one there. So, gentlemen, let's get into the fire round. Have some fun going back and forth. And if you are just tuning in, we are here with Mr. Christopher and Mr. Andrew, both their first times here. I'm loving it. We got Chris outside. He's outside enjoying that fresh air out there. Way better than fiery air. Ash everywhere, and it's like a volcano gets erupted, in Southern California. And we have Mr. Andrew over there with a Buckeyes. Was that a banner or a license plate?
It's a banner.
I like it.
Big Ten's back, baby.
Hey, put him in the Big 12. I'm just kidding. Independent. I'm just kidding. So, gentlemen, let's get to the fire round and have some fun. By the way, if you're just tuning in, I saw some numbers pop up. If you're just tuning in, we are in our first prime time face-off of the evening. Hopefully you're ready and excited to go. This game right here, let's go back to this one. This is a football game. It's going to go down tomorrow. Some AFC North action. We got them Bengals taking on them Browns. Hope y'all ready. Let's get on into the fire. So, gentlemen, starting with Christopher. Let's go, man. What do you think? Give us your game plan. What is a game plan that you feel, if you guys were to stick to the dang thing, you'd actually get, one of these and not one of these? What do you think, man? Give us your 1 minute on the clock. What are your keys to victory tomorrow?
Play action. Yesterday. Sunday, we struggled right up until they started with the play action. Mixon broke through a couple times, had a couple decent runs, and then that opened up a whole new world for us. And then that last drive, oh my God, they opened up that playbook for Joe Burrow, and he just took it to town. So I think that's the biggest thing, is get that offense firing early. And then the other things, that D-line has to contain those 2 running backs. I'm a diehard Georgia Bulldogs fan, so I know all about Chubb. I was rooting for him to go to the Bengals. I was like, come on, please. So you guys got a special one in Chubb, and we just got to contain him, because I've seen him work for years, and that dude scares the hell out of me.
Rightfully so. He is a scary. I'll tell you right now, great athlete and absolutely one of the best players, I believe, right now in that uniform. I really do believe. So absolutely great stuff there. So, but I agree. So real quick, what do you think? What do you think, Andrew? Do you think his game plan was okay? Do you think it was, what do you think about his game plan? I got 30 seconds.
I think it's a solidified game plan. Joe Burrow is a play-action quarterback. We saw the other day. I liked what he did. I didn't think he was playing all that bad, unlike it with a pass interference call, which I didn't think was a pass interference at all either. But like you said, you got to exploit, you got to contain. You got to make sure that we don't get to the quarterback, and also, too, that our running backs don't get through you. So I think his game plan is solidified, and it's just all about putting into action.
I agree. So with that said, all right. How about you now, Andrew? Let us know, man. What do you think your Browns need to do tomorrow and stick to it, okay, to get the dang victory. Well, what do you think you guys should do in your game plan? And then we'll go ahead and do the backwards thing that we just did.
Well, it's just like what we both just said. It's getting Chubb and Hunt the ball. If you get them the ball, it opens up the play or the passing game. We got two of the best receivers in NFL. We got Austin Hooper. I mean, we have to be able to run. That opens up the passing game. And just like Joe Burrow, Baker's a play-action quarterback. Got to establish that play action. If that happens, everything goes well.
I agree. You guys have a very good football team, man. I think both of you guys, for everybody to say, okay, this out real quick, because this is something, of course, in all my years playing the game, even the Lions, I'm sorry, nobody sucks in the NFL. Okay, nobody, because they're in the NFL. Okay, that's all there is to it. Okay, a couple days ago, are you guys YouTube fans? Are you guys fans?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure you guys know who Carson Sparkle is. Okay. No? Yeah? No?
Yeah.
Okay.
It kind of cut out a little bit. I didn't catch the last part of that, but
I'm sorry. It says I'm pretty sure you guys know who Carson Sparkle is. KTO.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure you guys know who Low Raps is.
Yeah.
Christopher
Absolutely.
following me a little bit, but he's not really there.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. Go look them both up, Chris. That's your homework. Got homework today. He's good. No, great stuff, guys. They put on. They started their podcast. They're awesome, man. They do a really good job at their own private channels. And it's serious because Flenlo's a Bengal and KTO's a Brown. It's kind of funny. But a couple of days ago, there was a video about what if, because everyone like talked crap about oh yeah, the Browns, Alabama would beat the Browns. Okay, a couple of days. Carson had a really cool video about when there actually was a football game where the college all-stars would play the best in the NFL or play an NFL team. This was a real thing, guys. And it went on for like 40-some years. Okay, from like the 20s all the way to like the late, like the mid, I want to say like the very, very mid 60s, I want to say. Beginning of the 60s, mid 60s. Regardless, that ended because, well, NFL teams started to gain a lot of power. They were now able to pay their players around. NFL was no longer like a joke. It was like a real thing since the 60s. You know? So kind of funny that whole whole thing of like, oh yeah, you know, a college team, a really good college team could beat like, you know, the Browns or the Bengals or whatever. Guys, can we stop this, please? Like, can we just kill this today? Can we stop this and end that here? They are professionals. I don't care how good Clemson, is. I don't care how good Alabama is. I don't care how good LSU. They're not even holding a candle to the Browns or the Bengals or the Lions, who just felt like they didn't want to play fourth quarter last week. Okay, I'm just saying. So, you know, I'm sorry. The Lions right now are on my list. I'm sorry. How do you do that? I'm sorry. Anyway, so let's take a look here and say, see, Terrence says, if the Bengals, or let's see, in the Bengals defense, hit kind of, oh no, he says, yeah, in the Bengals defense, Hayward kind of sold the call, but the call would be like an offense foul in the NBA. Let's move on. Oh, Lord. Okay, well, we can move away from that. So he says here, if Burrow had a few preseason games to prepare, I would pick Bengals. However, Mayfield. Okay. Comments on that, Chris?
So in the post game, Joe Burrow's interview, he straight up said, I don't want a preseason. I didn't have one in college, just some scrimmages. I don't want one. He doesn't want one, and I have to agree with him.
What do you think? What do you think, Andrew? Is there an advantage because Baker's had a couple years in the NFL? What do you think?
I agree. I don't think there should be preseason. I think we just go straight to the NFL, do some training camps, some off-season work, go straight to the NFL.
You know what, guys? It's not that idea has been floating around for years. It really has. Should there be a preseason? Should it be 2 games? Should it be however many? I like the preseason personally because as a player myself, I know that there's a hustle to like make the team. You guys know that. You know, 90-some guys show up to training camp and only 53 make it. You know, so you have to fight for a job. I know it can happen in training camp too, but to see it against other colors other than the one you're wearing, it's a little bit different, I think. So I think there should at least be 2 preseason games. 4, I'm a fan of, but if they're gonna ever cut it and make it 2, cool. But I don't ever want to get rid of the entire preseason just for that reason. Just show us what you got for the rookies, for the newcomers that can walk on, because there could be a lot of guys that are good success stories. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but overall, let's see here. Terrence has one more thing here. Let's see here. Mayfield is more experienced quarterback. Where's the more experienced quarterback? Plus, Burrow has never had a short week to quickly prepare for a game in 3 days. Mayfield has. Okay, some decent points. Christopher, if you want to weigh in on that real quick, what do you think?
I'm not worried about Joe Burrow's prep. I think that kid is in that playbook. I think he's watching that film. I think he's ready to go.
Okay, there you go. All right. What do you think, Andrew? I mean, you think it's going to shake him a little bit?
It might. Just for being a rookie, it will shake him a little bit. I mean, I was at the Pittsburgh Browns game last year on Thursday Night Football, and look what happened. 21-7. So
there you have it. So things can happen, okay? So let's take a quick look here now and go to – we bought the game plans in. So actually everything's in. So, gentlemen, let's go ahead and do this real quick because I thought it was pretty sweet. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Mr. Christopher and Mr. Andrew. Both did a great job here. Sound the applause button. They did a great job here today. That was awesome. But there's one more thing to do, guys. One more little thing here. And this one's always a lot of fun. Because, well, it's the winner of who you guys, the listeners, think. I will actually be picking a winner later on. I'm going to try and have the, for the listeners pick. I always try. Last week I had to pick myself because we didn't have a whole bunch of listeners last week. It was like the first show. But this week, see if we can get our listeners to make the pick. But I'll be having to pick for the winner of you guys in the face-off. Regardless, let's go ahead and get the final weigh-in of who the fans are picking for voting polls. Thank you for everybody voting, by the way, over on Twitter. Every single week, we throw up there. Today I was a little bit late. My apologies. But going over to IE Sports Radio on Twitter, at IE Sports Radio. Scroll down a little bit, and you will see the voting polls. Well, here we go. And today, thank you for everybody who voted. And the winner of the voting poll, not the primetime face-off, but of the voting poll for this week's primetime face-off, without further ado, with 67%, you, the listeners, on tomorrow night, Thursday Night Football, are going with the Cleveland Browns tomorrow.
I saw that coming.
Okay. I got to know, what do you think about the listeners' pick, man?
I mean, obviously, I agree. I think the Browns are going to win tomorrow. Like I said, we're going to exploit that offensive line. We're going to exploit that defensive line. We're going to get to Joe Burrow. We're going to run through that defense. But it'll be a fun game. I can't wait.
Okay. Sounds like fun. Okay. Now, Christopher, tell the fans something. What do you think now?
Sorry, DoorDash just showed up. I think that if one of our teams gets shit on, some players might like it more than others.
Hey, guys, I'll tell you right now.
Sorry.
It's all good. Regardless, I think it's going to be a very good football game. I'll have my final score by the end of the show, but I'll tell you what, this is going to be a great football game. It's not going to be an easy one. This is a nasty rivalry. I love it. It's Ohio, yo. You got to love it, man. I got to get the OH. I mean, come on, guys. This is a great team. Both these guys are great teams. This is going to be a good football game. And I'm really excited to see it. What do we have here? Let's see. Terrence, once again, Terrence says, what really sucks about the early Thursday game is that – what do we have here? Oh, it's on the NFL Network. I don't have the NFL Network. Lame. What? I know. I wish someone put it like last year. Remember they had it like on Fox last year, I think, or something.
Yeah.
But they should do that again. But regardless, gentlemen, that was so much fun. We'll start with the winning team. My bad, Chris. But Andrew, at least for the poll team. Andrew, where can all these diehard Brown fans find you right now listening? Where can they find you on Twitter? Anything else you want to share? Any publications you may do? Any podcasts? Whatever it is you do, man. The floor is yours. What do you got to say?
Yeah, absolutely. They can follow me at Drew Hagenball on Twitter, Andrew Hagenball on Instagram. They can follow my podcast, The Fantasy Geniuses, which I'm about to go do right after this. So if you're into fantasy football, go check it out.
There you go. All right. Well, hey, I guess the pick didn't go your way, at least for the poll, but you still have a victory here to win. Matt Hames says here, where's Captain Obvious? Long story short, I promise I'll make this short. Matt Hames is a diehard Steelers fan. Okay, big time Steelers fan. I know none of you like him. And he says still running, and Ben White. Ben White is a Cleveland Browns fan, also part of the iSports Radio Network. He toasts our Ohio show here. Captain Obvious is a diehard fan, somebody who dresses up. You know, I'm pretty sure if you know who that is, Christopher. But last year on 8 Divisions in 8 Days, where we do our season previews on our AFC North show, Captain Obvious went ahead and said, like, freaking, yeah, like, it was going to be ridiculous. Like they were going to go 10-6, and their running back was going to get, like, X amount of yards. And Matt Hames, like, went off, like, later on in the show when there was a Steelers time, and he was, like, making fun of him. So till this day, he's still talking crap on Captain Obvious. So my bad, Captain Obvious. But Matt Hames is having fun here. He says Ben White says Steelers would lose to the Giants like 30 and heard from but so there you go, gentlemen. It has been so much fun here today. Christopher, where can all these die-hard Bengals fans find you, man?
So the only thing I do publicly is Twitter. My handle is @FijiSims, FIJISIMS. Follow me for anything NASCAR, big into NASCAR, college football, college basketball, NFL. I talk about it all.
Hey, man, sounds like fun. I love me some motorsports. I told you a couple days ago, well, a little bit ago, Chris, not too far from the Auto Club Speedway here in Fontana's not that far away. So I love the race side, and I can't wait for, my girl and I go this year if 2020 doesn't go into 2021. You know what I mean? So it'll be awesome, man. So with that said, gentlemen, I bid you adieu. Thank you so very much. Can we get one more hand clap, y'all, for Andrew and Christopher, man? Great stuff. Gentlemen, you guys are awesome. Appreciate you both for stopping by today. Hopefully we'll be back many more times. I'm looking forward to it. Take care. God bless you and your families both. Have a great evening, and we will talk very soon, gentlemen.
Sounds good.
Right, thanks.
Talk soon.
Take care, guys. Have a good one. All right. So that, of course, was Mr. Christopher and Andrew. Great guys, man. That was super cool. Super cool having them aboard for today's show. Well, that's one primetime face-off down. We got 2 more to go. I hope you're excited because it's about to go down, y'all. I'm going to be competing in the final primetime face-off of the day. But next up, we got ourselves, this is going to be fun. Newcomer, not to the show, but to the primetime face-offs. And we got a iSports Radio Hall of Famer coming right up. On the other side of this break, you're listening to 3 and Out right here on iSports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. We'll be right back after this.
What's good, fight fans? It's your boy, Marcus. Those rates here to give you what you want. Here to give you what you need. Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm coming to you live, straight from your mama's basement with a whiskey white tea. They're coming to you live every Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Powered by iSports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Tell you about the newest IE Sports radio show, the Kansas City Shuffle. We'll be talking football, reigning Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs, baseball, your 2015 World Series Royals, college hoops, college football, and much to Ryan's delight, hockey. Oh, wow. Make sure you catch up with us on Twitter at KC Shuffle Show. You can also catch up with my colleague Ryan the Pezquire at the Pezquire Pool on Twitter. Make sure you check us out on IE Sports Radio at 6 p.m. Central Time to 7:30. Oh, yeah. And Ryan, any final words for the listeners? Yeah, come on in, enjoy the winning we've been having here in Kansas City lately, and don't be jealous. Bye-bye. IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all things sports. Nope, that's not it. Cut that. Hey, sports fans. Do you like wine? Well, we've got the show for you. This is Let's Wine About Sports, a show where we talk about wine and sports simultaneously. From the classic Cabernet Sauvignon all the way down to the grapes that you've never even heard of before. Oh yeah, we cover it all. And we'll talk about a little bit of sports as well. Football, hockey, collegiate, women's sports, it doesn't matter. We're going to talk about it all, and we're going to whine about it all. So join me Monday at 8 p.m. on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Welcome in to the Neutral Zone. I'm your host, Robert Kavanaugh, and you're listening to IE Sports Radio. If you like big ass hits, if you like slap shop good net, if you like it when the boys get guys, when the big boys get down, then this is your show on IE Sports Radio. This is the Neutral Zone. Their shots on goal always leads true and straight to the net. If they are not, they can be followed up, redirected, or changed collected. Let's go on IE Sports Radio with me, your host, Robert Kavanaugh, and this is the Neutral Zone. Motorsports takes many forms, and there's one show on IE Sports Radio that's ready to cover it all.
I sure hope you're talking about you and I, Daryl, because I know the extra mile is the best place to go for everything motorsports related.
Yes, it is, from NASCAR to IndyCar to sports cars to everything in between. IE Sports Radio has everything covered for the fastest sport in the world.
Plus, don't forget all of our random shenanigans along the way.
That's right, Caitlin. So for plenty of motorsports coverage and plenty of Caitlinisms, check out The Extra Mile on IE Sports Radio with Daryl Kingston Jr. and Caitlin Z. Thursdays at 8 p.m.
Were you listening to a great game on USRN, but then the Wi-Fi crashed in the final seconds? Or do you simply want to listen to the best calls we here at USRN have to offer? Well, then you need to go check out our Audio Boom page. It holds a collection of our best calls that you don't want to miss. How do I get there, you ask? You can Download the Audio Boom app and look up Ultimate Sports Radio, or simply go to audiobook.com/Ultimate Sports Radio. And as always, thanks for listening and making USRN one of the most talked about sports networks on Mixer.com.
Attention all sports fans! If you're someone who wakes up each morning with one sporting events to go along with your to-do list for the day, then you might be a diehard. The world of sports is as vast as the ocean is deep, including the major leagues, the minor leagues, the college, and everything in between. This is me, NOvsLV of IE Sports Radio. Welcome you to join me every Monday evening at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern on The Defining Moment, a show that focuses on what really matters in the sports world, sports themselves, and nothing outside. Once again, tune in for The Defining Moment with me, NOvsLV, every Monday evening at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern on IE Sports Radio, right here on Spreaker.com. We'll see you there.
Welcome back, football fans. Well, as you see here, unfortunately, we don't have anybody with us. Unfortunately, it does happen. This has only happened like once, I think, before. Unfortunately, both of our two combatants for the second primetime face-off, both Mr. Pete, Hall of Famer, and Mr. Damon Geis, won't be able to make it. Regardless, it's all good. Things happen. And, well, there we have it. However, you can definitely get me for the next 30 minutes because I will be going over this game in depth. This is a great football game. So once again, y'all, we're talking Sunday Night Football, New England Patriots taking on the Seattle Seahawks. This is going to be a good football game, guys. Overall, last week, we saw a performance out of the Seahawks that was actually pretty legit. I'm not going to say that the Falcons are the best team because they're not by far. Trust me, they have plenty of issues. Okay. Regardless, even though they weren't this big, strong, powerful, powerhouse team, it happens. We did, however, have a Seahawks team who has lots of promise. Russell Wilson played about as good as you can play last week for an opener with no preseason. Really good stuff, and I'm so excited to see this team do extremely well as they have. I'll tell you right now, the Seahawks have a potency on their offense with Russell Wilson, and it is so exciting to see how good this team really is. Especially with the no time. Pete Carroll has plenty of great talent on that defense. And overall, I think Russell Wilson is really just handling the offense really well. Right now, we see a young man in DJ Metcalf who has seriously, and in my opinion, seriously grown. He is one hell of an athlete, and it is so neat to see him be able to play as well as he has. So we're going to have some fun here and talk about these two teams and get into the depth charts and talk about my big matchups and all kinds of X factors and all kinds of fun stuff. So here we go, y'all. Let's go ahead and talk some primetime football, Sunday Night Football. We have, once again, the New England Patriots taking on the Seattle Seahawks. So, first and foremost, Seattle is about as real as it gets, guys. Once again, the defense, not too shabby. Offensively, they're looking pretty damn good. So, we'll talk about the home team first because I just want to get into the Seahawks, man. Great football team, and there's so much there. There's so much there. Russell Wilson is about as strong as he can. Right now, he is looking amazing. This guy is playing lights out football, and he's doing a lot right now, holding this entire offense together. Chris Carson, last week we saw that touchdown. We see that if he gets out in open space, the guy is gone. I mean, his 40 time must be incredible. Really, really tough, grit type of player. And hey, big things come in small packages. He's not very big, but the guy's a freaking beast, and it's awesome to see him getting his carries and seeing him work so hard out there. Then we have guys like Tyler Lockett. I remember seeing Tyler Lockett in college playing at Kansas State. The dude is a freak of nature, okay? Freak of nature talent, and overall has a very big knack for football, guys. And he is seriously probably one of the best athletes that we have seen in a while. Reason being is because his ability to be a returner as well as to be a starting, well, a number one receiver now. I mean, he does return. I think he returns every now and then, but even as a returner, the guy was potent. And like I said, I remember seeing him in his senior year return one for Kansas State wearing that purple and silver. And I was like, dude, he's going to be amazing in the pros. And wouldn't you know it, he's here at Seattle doing amazing things. So, and as once again, Metcalf being yet another big target for Russell Wilson. We can only see his team can continue to get better. We do have this week Philip Dorsett, questionable. Regardless, we also do have another big target in Greg Olsen. What I'm getting at is there's weapons, guys. Carlos Hyde is on this team. Okay, Carlos Hyde, we've seen him do lots. Okay, we've seen this guy make some things happen. All right, and I really feel like right now this offense is I'm not going to say a juggernaut type of defense, but a good, strong defense. Okay, next up here, the offensive line, Mikey Apati. This dude, if he plays for one more team, if he goes to the Rams, he will have played for the entire NFC West. Okay, started out in the Niners, then went to the Cardinals, and now he's in the Seahawks. Look, Mikey Apati, Big Mike is a monster. This dude played for Idaho a couple years back, and he's definitely a veteran now. He's like, what, maybe 7-8 years in, but the guy's a freaking beast. He's been playing a massive amount of time. He hardly misses. The guy is a freak of nature athlete. So him on that offensive line, along with Ethan, I think it's Pocic. I don't want to butcher his name, but Pocic. The guy is a very good athlete as well at center, and we really see a pretty fired up offense here for the Seattle Seahawks. Then we have on the defense side of the ball, LJ Collier. This dude is a freak of nature. Remember seeing him a couple of years ago or last year in the Senior Bowl, and this guy gets it done, man. I remember him laying a hit on Hunter Renfrow, which was amazing. The guy, it was awesome. Okay, so the ball snapped. It was a short dump off pass, and what happens? Well, it was a hitch route. Hitch route, dump off pass, just a quick little right over the defensive line, and you see LJ Collier get over there. Like, he gets off of his block, turns, and goes. Kind of like how you would see with a like in a screen, how to say get back to the line. However, it was the opposite, and he got there, and what a freaking play, guys. Like, seriously, what a play. What a job by LJ Collier to make, and he's been making those plays ever since. He's now a starter for the Seahawks, and the guy is a beast. Okay, so putting forward, another great player here, Jerron Reed as well. And Benson Mayowa, he was a Raider for a couple of years. The guy's actually pretty solid football player, in my opinion. So we also have the likes of KJ Wright and Bobby Wagner. People forget about KJ Wright, guys. KJ Wright is still a freak of nature athlete. The guy's a sideline player. He's a hitter. He's, I think, where he needs to be right now. The guy has played such good football in the last couple of years. The Seahawks are not going to let him go until his days are just done playing football. He is a very strong athlete, tough athlete here. And Bobby Wagner, gotta show him some love, guys. Bobby Wagner's from right here, man, right here in the Inland Empire. All right, so Bobby Wagner is another very talented player, sideline to sideline type of linebacker, and it is awesome to see him be able to play at the level he's playing at. So we have him. Bruce Irvin goes home. He was a Raider for a couple of years, and I forgot where else he went, and now he's back there playing ball. Shaquille Griffin and Jamal Adams, Quandre Diggs, Quentin Dunbar. We see this secondary looking pretty good. It's not Legion of Boom, but it's definitely a very talented secondary. So overall, guys, this is a good football team. And honestly, I feel like this team is very talented. And for them to not win big games, it's kind of concerning. Okay, like, they're a good football team. So we have here in the chat room, Terrence says, Pats Hawks is going to be close. If it weren't for the Patriots having 8 of their defensive players, yeah, true, I pick the Patriots. However, that's not the case. Seahawks will pierce through and win 28-24. Good prediction there. And Marcus says here we should never have let Big Mike go. And yeah, man, like I said, Mikey Apati, guys, is a monster. This is a massive dude. He is a tough, strong player. And overall, we're gonna see a team who is well put together continue to play good team football, guys. seeing LJ Collier out there already playing at the level he's playing at, and seeing guys like KJ Wright fly all over the field. Last week, they ate up the Falcons. Do not let that final score fool you, okay? But once again, let's go back to that final score real quick and just bring this game up and talk about last week a little bit, because first things first, it was just, I don't know. I'm not going to say anything too bad about Atlanta, okay? We get it. It wasn't this crazy game. Okay, it was 35 so it was 38-25, and I'm sorry I screwed up on that putting the score in, but regardless, guys, this game was just it was way closer than it should have been points wise, because if you watched the game, it was one of those games where the score didn't look like the football game. The score just kind of happened. There was some garbage time kind of stuff going on. It just wasn't a big deal. It really wasn't. The Seahawks had left their mark. They went at it early, and they smacked around the Falcons. And that's all there is to it. I don't think anybody can say anything about this. And then when we talk about the Patriots last week, well, the Patriots are the Patriots. They're not going anywhere. And as long as Bill is there, and I'm going to continue to say this, I don't care. As long as Bill is there, it's not Brady, guys. Brady, of course, in my opinion, is the greatest of all time. You know, that's all there is to it. He is. The guy is the greatest, and you are not going to change my mind about that. The guy is the greatest there ever was. If you're a Montana fan, I understand, but still, Brady has done a lot, y'all. He's went to 9 Super Bowls. He's only won 5 or 6, but he's been to 9. He's been to 9. That's ridiculous. All right. So Patriots 21-11 last week over the Dolphins. Sorry. And overall, guys, this is just kind of a funny little game, because if you look at the way the Patriots played, Cam was just getting started. Okay, Cam Newton is beginning to gel. This is nothing crazy. He's just beginning to gel with his team. If you go over to the Patriots, as I mentioned on our Twitter, on our Instagram a couple days ago, their video, or sorry, when they first made the transition, well, sorry, the acquire, when they first acquired him, sorry. Whoopsies. When they first acquired him, okay, I had mentioned that there were still many weapons there. No need to get frantic. Tom Brady's gone, okay, but no need to get frantic. Cam Newton, he has a slew of players. You have Sonny Michel, Julian Edelman, N'Keal Harry. I know some people aren't very high on N'Keal Harry, but the guy was a beast at Arizona State, and he's going to do good things, guys. Watch. We have Damiere Byrd, another very fast receiver, okay? And he has a pretty decent offensive line, okay? Elamir, I don't want to butcher his name, but that guy drafted, last year, I believe? The guy's a freaking beast. So overall, he's a very good player. Okay, and we have guys like David Andrews, another youngster in there, Joe Thuney, a wild veteran, Isaiah Wynn, big boy out of Georgia, I believe last year. There is talent on this offense, and there is plenty of talent to go with the Patriots. So overall, the Patriots have, in my opinion, lots and lots and lots to be excited for. Now, going into this defense, they do run that traditional 34. I'm going to be the first guy to tell you I don't really like the 34. I'm not a 34 kind of guy. And for those of you who are listening, who are just getting into football, the 34 defense, very simple. You have the stack 3 defensive linemen, and you have the 4 linebackers over the top. I'd much rather play 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers over the top. But regardless, it is what it is. Just the flex of the defensive end linebacker. A lot of teams much rather have that fast, speedy linebacker. And a lot of teams really just would want that big, strong defensive end, or allows you to have a speedy defensive end and a pretty good 3 technique, or a defensive tackle that's pretty good, light on his feet, go-getter type of guy. So it just depends on your personnel, really. But at the end of the day, we do have that 34 defense that the Patriots are running. Okay, Lawrence Guy, beast. Okay. And I feel like right now, this guy's playing some great football. Okay. Adam Butler and Byron Cowart, those 3 big boys in the middle are playing good. They played lights out last week. And overall, you can't take anything away from these guys. Not a bad start for them, okay? Good stuff. Not a bad start. Next up, Chase Winovich. How awesome is this, guys? This guy's a story, man. Like, he has done great. He did a really great job last week. I mean, he continues to do well. Last year, his rookie year, coming out of Michigan. I still remember the funny story from Chase Winovich. Hilarious. When he got his first pick and ran in his first pick six in the NFL last year, he threw the ball into the stands, and it was a fine, and it was like freaking $10,000 fine, or like they fine you a crap load. Okay, is what it is for throwing the ball in the stands. And it was hilarious because he apologized on social media, I think on Instagram, and said like, "Sorry, mom, I was gonna buy you a car, but I did that instead." Like, like he messed. Like, it was pretty funny. But overall, Chase Winovich, man, great athlete and a person that I really, 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 really like to watch play, and very good player, attentive. He is everywhere. So overall, we're going to take a look here at the secondary now, because personally, this secondary is, in my opinion, one of the most talented secondaries in the NFL. We have Jason McCourty and Stephon Gilmore playing on the two corners, and then over the top, we have Devin McCourty and Adrian Phillips. So cool to see the two brothers, the McCourty brothers, Jason McCourty and Devin McCourty, playing some good football together, and it is awesome. Overall, this is going to be a pretty good football game, and the matchups are going to be awesome. So let's take a quick look here at some of these matchups here. So take a look at this defense, okay? So the defense of the Patriots versus the offense of the Seahawks. I think one of my best matchups of this, and this is going to be crazy, y'all. I'm going to go with Mikey Apati versus Big Byron, man, Byron Cowart, because when he lines up in that one, I mean, he's usually going to be in a zero, but if he does line up, slightly, he's going to get double teamed all day long. Those two gentlemen are going to see each other for sure. Not going to sit here and say, okay, not going to say whatsoever that what's you call it? Ethan Pocic isn't going to see some game time. Isn't going to see Byron because he's going to be right over him, but I think this is going to be a really good matchup in the trenches. This is going to be a lot of fun to see this Patriots defensive line versus that Seahawks offensive line. And then overall, as like my receiver in the air, if you will, man, I really want to see. I hope Julian Edelman plays, because him and N'Keal Harry versus that secondary is going to be so much fun to watch. There's going to be a lot of moving pieces, and we should see a lot of fun there. On the flip side of that, I can't wait to see Metcalf and Lockett take on this secondary. As we just talked about, that talented McCourty, the McCourty brothers, plus Gilmore and Phillips back there. That's going to be some really good stuff. We're going to see a lot of fun there in the secondary. We're going to see some battle in the trenches. And overall, I just feel like Sony Michel versus the linebackers, Chase Winovich versus KJ Wright. And now that we have the band back together with, not the band, but at least, Bruce Irvin back. Guys, I'm excited for this. Bobby Wagner. We're going to see some good running of the football. We're going to see lots of fun, and we're going to see two teams that are going to be so charged up to play, because this year is just so up for grabs. We have a Carolina Panthers team who just were so close at one point, and then nothing happened. Cam was that close and just couldn't get it done. Now you have a change of scenery for this man. And he is now wearing a Patriots uniform, an iconic Patriots uniform. And he's being coached by the greatest coach of all time, in my opinion, Bill Belichick. And then on the other side, you have a team who is just big things come in small packages. We talked about, I always bring this up, but Russell Wilson is the man. He is all but 5'10". He's like Drew Brees. But guess what? He makes things happen. He is one hell of an athlete. And he is such a tough player, that when you see him play, his height means nothing. And for me, being a short player myself, it's awesome when you see other guys in there who play extremely well. I've always got to say I'm a gigantic Randall fan. Okay, for those of you guys remember him, John Randall, back in the 90s. I never got to see him play a whole bunch because I was really small in the 90s. But man, seeing John Randall play, in highlights and everything, being at 5'11", or Elvis Dumervil being at 5'11", it goes to show you, it doesn't matter. You could be a freak of nature playing on the defensive line, and that's awesome. So overall, for this game, Terrence saying here X factors and everything. So let's go ahead and see what he's saying in the chat room. It says, my X factors are the Seahawks, their offensive line. Yes and no. They do have a good offensive line, and they can be an X factor, but I still feel like Russell Wilson's going to be the guy. I feel like right now Russell Wilson will be that X factor no matter what. But good stuff there. Let's go ahead and take a look. Sorry about that, guys. I was trying to get a little glimpse here of the camera. All right, so whoopsies, I'm dropping it all. So here we go. All right, so next up, let's take a look here. And he says here, the Patriots defense may be, what did he say here? The Patriots defense, blah, blah, blah. Okay, there we go. Sorry. I had to shift the comments there. But Patriots defense may be depleted, but they are not like the Falcons. Absolutely. If the Falcons, let's see here. If the Pats get Wilson early and often, that could be the difference. And I agree with that. Now, I wholeheartedly agree with that. Because if the Falcons do happen to get to Wilson, he's going to be on the run. He is going to have a really tough time. Overall, I'm not quite sure they will. Russell Wilson's the kind of cat, he's going to make things happen on his feet all the time. Versus Brady, where Brady is somebody who stays still. Breeze is kind of getting to that where he'll stay still. But I'm just saying, some of those older quarterbacks, regardless, Cam is still going to move around a lot. And you're going to see Russell Wilson moving around tons. So I agree. Yeah, and there we go. Expect Wilson to use his legs as well. And I couldn't agree more. And then Taryn also says, X factors for the Patriots. Cam, let's see, Michelle and Edelman, and anyone that can get yards and touchdowns, absolutely. The Seahawks defense is not that good. And honestly, the Patriots shouldn't have any problems with them. Okay, Darren, I strongly disagree with you because they are actually pretty good. That defensive line is probably the weakest part, I want to say. But that secondary, like I said, y'all, KJ Wright, Bobby Wagner, those are two freakishly good athletes. Bruce Irvin's slowed down a little bit. He's so-so, but he's still a threat. And then you have, in my opinion, a very good secondary that can, okay, they're not the greatest, but Jamal Adams is a thumper. And you're going to see this guy everywhere. The guy's going to be flying around and doing his thing. And Quandre Diggs is about his talent. I mean, he's a talented player, and I really like to see him play. He's a very, very fast free safety, ball hawk type of guy. Quentin Dunbar, he's coming along. And you have guys like Shaquille Griffin, who I think is the best player in that entire defense. Him and Jamal Adams, I mean, throwing to that side of the field is tough. So it is what it is, and we shall see how it looks. But that will be that. So overall, guys, my X factors for this game are going to be the linebacking core of the Seattle Seahawks and Russell Wilson. And on the other side, I really think that the defensive line for the Patriots really could be a factor. It's just, can they? Well, they're honestly the front seven, because they have to be able to contain Russell Wilson, and really that's what it's going to come down to. And then, of course, we are going to see probably one of the most craziest matchups with the receivers and secondary on both sides, because you have two quarterbacks that are going to be probably under fire a lot. So it's like, what's going to happen? Are the quarterbacks going to get more on their legs, or are they going to get more through the air? So it's going to be a really interesting game. I'm excited to see it, y'all. I don't have the banner up here, but I only had a couple people vote. I put the banner a couple hours ago. We only had like 6 people vote. But 100% of you are saying the Seahawks are going to win. We'll see. Overall, guys, I think this is going to be quite the game. I actually have my final here for them already. I'm going Seahawks 35-24. Why? Because if the Seahawks happen to pull off what they did last week and get going early, even the Patriots, because the Patriots, as Terry mentioned, guys, there's 8 guys that pulled out of that defense. They were starters, man. So it's hard. They're playing with like an entire backup defense. They're still good. They're still really good. But it's just the fact that they can't seem it's just the fact that they're not the starters. Can they win it? Can they pull together? Will Bill pull something out of the hat? We'll see. But that offense is still very potent. Regardless, I know it's a tough one here. It's a tough bump for the Patriots, but I got the Seahawks winning 35-24. I think it's fair. I think the Seahawks are a very strong team. They got plenty of talent there. I think the Saints, the Saints, the Patriots. I got confused them. I don't know how that happened, but I think the Patriots have a lot of power. But at the end of the day, Cam's going to do his best. But that defense, I think, is going to be the weak link. And I think the Seahawks are going to take advantage of that and win a good game. So overall, I got them going 35-24. Seahawks go 2-0. Patriots are up to 0-1. But that's just my opinion, guys. So with that said, that will be that for this. And well, we are now on to it's going to be a primetime face-off, and I'm excited, y'all, because I will be taking on my boy Colin Reynolds, y'all. Let's see here. Let's see here. And yeah, Terrence, almost Sam scores mine except for one more touchdown. There you go, Terrence. So with that said, man, I think personally, this is going to be a good football game. We can't see. I'm going to give the Patriots a decent amount of points because I think they're going to be able to get to the end zone. But I think the lack of players on the defense from the Seattle Seahawks, man. I mean, from the New England Patriots is going to make the difference. Seahawks win it in a good one. So with that said, y'all, we're going to take ourselves one more break or a short one here. And when we get back, you will see myself taking on Kyler Reynolds in the final primetime face-off of the evening. You are listening to 3 and Out right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that sports. We'll be right back after this.
Scoreboard Show with your host, Gabriel Montoya. This is the show for soccer, football fans, or whatever you call the beautiful game. Every week, I tackle the latest and greatest news from around the soccer world. From the English Premier League to the World Cup to MLS, Liga MX, and more. You can listen to the Soccer Scoreboard Show and our lineup of fantastic guests every Friday at noon here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
Thursdays at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, right here on IE Sports Radio. The only question is, are you ready?
They didn't even want you. Heck, they didn't even want me. But you know what? Right about now, they have no choice. Looking for the real sports talk that's for us, the people? Look no further. The Wait a Minute Show. A prime time sports comedy cocktail that tucks you in at night. Join me and Lopan Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the 2livestewsradio.com and Saturday 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Wait a Minute Show.com. Sounds like a plan to me. Ain't that right, Lopan?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope y'all ready because the Fat Mac is here. The Fat Mac is here. And we're face now, dog. Ladies and gentlemen, I had to go throw on the jersey.
That's cool. I saved mine for Monday night.
We're going to see. We're going to have some fun on Monday night, y'all. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome you here, man, to be a part of this show for the umpteenth time. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot wait until this starts his own podcast here on IE Sports Radio. Who deserves every bit of the hype, ladies and gentlemen. He, of course, dear friend of mine, my brother, the mother. This guy is about as real as it gets, man. I love talking sports with him, and it's fun because tonight we're about to do some battle. I'm excited. We're about to get down.
Excited, man. I'm excited.
I hope you're ready, man, because you know what, man? As a matter of fact, hold on real quick. You know what? Okay, never mind. I can't do that real quick. I was going to go over to the banner, but can't do that right now because, I can't take my computer with me. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Prime time face-off. Number 2 should be number 3, but it's number 2 for tonight and the final one. Let's go ahead and jump on number 2. Up there and everything. Let's go on over here to this little thing we call the Prime Time Face-Off banner and get it going. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, he is all the way from the Bayou. That's right, y'all. All the way from the Bayou. Loving the Bayou Bengals and his New Orleans Saints with all that Saints gumbo he loves very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Bucky, of course. On the old Colin Reynolds. What's going on, Colin? What's good, brother?
I'm great, man. I'm great, Larry, man. I'm excited, man. The season started off pretty good, but we got a little clean up to do. But it's just glad to be back on here with you, man. Another year, another opportunity. Great football, man.
I couldn't agree more, man. We're gonna have ourselves some fun here and get the damn thing going, man. So I had to let the 5-3 show a little bit. Ollie, he got Fat Mac 2.0. Y'all see that? Fat Mac 2.0.
Hey, 2.0, man. I'm on a new lifestyle change with my health and everything. So 2.0, new version of me.
That's what I'm talking about. Good job. I like it, man. Great stuff there, man. So
Yes,
let's get it, y'all. Here we go, man. So, Colin, I don't know if you heard, man. I don't know if you might have heard a little bit, but your team's gonna do battle with my team on Monday Night Football, man. How you feeling?
Hey, man, I'm feeling real confident, man.
I'll tell you what. Last week was a fun one. You guys, okay, Colin. I don't want to call nobody a fool here, but did anybody think that the Buccaneers were going to give you guys a hardcore nasty? I mean, Colin, they were a team, as I mentioned earlier. The Buccaneers with Brady and this new Fournette and everything, they've been a team for what? You guys have been a team for years. Colin, let's be real, man. We knew that was going to happen on Sunday, right?
Well,
right.
First, we was really alerted more on. You can hear me?
I got you.
You got me? What's up, Terry? What's up, man? Hey, listen, Larry. It was great to have Breeze rivalry, but we knew that the Bucs was stingy with the run game. So we expected Brady to come out throwing, trying to get the lead. Well, the first drive looked like New England Brady. So the Who That Nation was like, all right, well, we got to rev it up. And then after the first drive, it was like the old Bucs again. I mean, Breeze didn't throw for 300. I mean, it wasn't a typical Brady Breeze fight, and I thought it would be much uglier. But hey, a win is a win, and we're gonna clean up this week because we got to come into Las Vegas with all our poker chips, man.
I love it. Look, man, you guys looked okay, man. You guys looked good last week. Good, strong football team, as we know. And Colin, last week, man, we had a dance with your friends. You have some friends. You guys.
Yes, you did.
You have some friends in the NFC South. They're called the Panthers. And
so let me ask you a question. Yes. You got the win, Larry, but were you a tad bit scared? Come on, can you be honest with me?
Colin, this team has been garbage for the last 2 decades. You better believe I was going, oh, God. I was waiting for something bad to happen. Like, I'm just being real. I was like, no, man, like, don't.
Why, dude? Why, man? I mean, hey, y'all helped us, so we're grateful, man. We're grateful.
Absolutely. I know I was Tara. My bad. Tara's in the chat room, but Colin, look, man. That in life, I'm not a negative person. I'm not a pessimist. Everything is positive. when it comes to this team, it's so hard to be positive, man. It is so hard to be positive. I'll tell you right now. So,
dude, I wish Mike and John was on right now because you was so detrimental. You so hard on your team, dude. You don't even give the concession stand workers any props.
None. Y'all can't sell no hot dogs. Y'all suck. I suck. Can't even sell some peanuts right now. I'm just saying, man. But man, I'm just saying, it's funny stuff. But Kyler, man, really, dude, this has been fun stuff, man. You and I have throughout the year on this show, and man, man, come on, you back on the show, Kyler. I know things are crazy for you. I know you're doing a lot of stuff right now, but man, I can't wait to have you back as a full-time host again.
Yes, sir. I can't wait to get back, man.
Exactly. So, with that said, man, here we go. Let's have some fun and get on into this. So, X Factors. You guys are the away team, so start us off. Kyler, what you got, man? The X Factors for this game.
Man, well, Michael Thomas went down with a high ankle sprain, and I'm a little bit afraid that our wide receiver core hasn't really gelled us. We back. All right, we have Emmanuel Sanders. He's new, but we know what he can do. He can be dynamic. But I gotta go with the unsung hero, Tre'Quan Smith on our offensive side. We need Tre'Quan Smith to start to come underneath, get those covered, those the possession passes, and just move the chains. And then also, by Kamara starting the season off the way he started, he's gonna be expected to do something with Thomas out. So it's gonna be two heads on offense, Murray and Tre'Quan Smith on the offense. In defense, hey, it's the Jackrabbit, Janoris Jenkins. You saw he picked 6 Brady, baby. Whoa, who that?
Dude, Janoris Jenkins is about as good as it gets. Look, man, you guys have that Saints football team, man, is nasty. Us, I'm telling you right now, if the Raiders somehow pull this off, it'd be a miracle. Somehow pull this off, we should be in talks for playoffs already because nobody gets beats the Saints.
Okay? Saints and Panthers. Don't forget Christian McCaffrey.
Well, that was he was one man. You guys got a whole team in. All right, so like I say, you guys are a good, strong football team, man. So overall, I'm gonna go with my X factors. Look, man, if anybody's gonna try and do anything, we got Josh Jacobs. The young man is coming, man. He's playing good football. He is a very good player. And if anybody's going to give you guys issues in the front seven, it's going to be him. Is it? I don't know. Because our offensive line column isn't all that great. Rodney Hudson and Richie Incognito and Gabe Jackson, great players. Colton Miller, in my opinion, is a little suspect still. I'm sorry. And Brent Brown, he's questionable to even play. And the guy behind him, Sam Young, is questionable to even play. So who the hell are we going to put there? I'm just saying, so we don't know. And really,
hey,
what we got? What's up?
I was about to say, man, y'all a young team, Larry. So it's like it's like some people don't have tape on, but y'all jealous. I understand, like a lot of your vets, they're not playing to up the par. But I mean, you know what? Because I like you, Larry, I'm gonna do it. Your X factor is Henry Ruggs himself. I'm scared of him. I'm sorry.
I haven't gotten there yet, but I'll tell you right now, Henry Ruggs is a beast. He is going to be a dynamic player for us in the future. And on Monday night, I hope he can have a coming out party and have some fun and do his thing because he's a great athlete. But look, I'll tell you right now, I am scared. There's one man that I could say, oh, gosh, because if he – look, I already told you, man, Brown and Sam Young, we don't know what's going to happen. You know who plays left defensive end for you guys, Colin? Do you know who plays there?
Cam the man.
Cam the man. If Cam the man has some fool we signed from off the street in front of him, Carr is going to be more banged up than a demolition car. Okay? I'm being straight up, man. Like, homeboy's
so tough. Larry, I promise you, like, you work. I promise you work for the demolition company because you demolish your own team, dude.
I can't help it, man. I call it how I see it.
Terry, I know you listening. Terry, Terran, you listening? Terran, come get your partner, Larry. It sounds like he's a Saints fan, don't it? I mean, come get him, please.
We don't have a tackle. If we don't have a tackle, how can we play against y'all? Davenport is going to keep Colton Miller busy all day long. So we need to make damn sure talk that dude, man. And then on the other side of the ball, I'm going to tell you right now, of course, Henry Ruggs is a big X factor of mine, and Josh Jacobs. But I'll tell you right now, man, my biggest again, I gotta get a stand, man.
That's all right.
My second day in a row, the second week in a row trying to use StreamYard together. I think what I'm going to do next year, listeners and Colin, next week, I'm actually just going to pull the show from Spreaker and put up the audio, like how Brandon does Base Loaded. And I'm going to do the show with this, like this, in front of my banner, like how I should in my background, and then gets uploaded later on to Spreaker because this isn't really, this setup isn't really working.
I like the video, though. I actually like the video.
The video's fun, but I should be in front of my banner. No joke. I should be in front of my banner. So straight up.
It ain't gonna matter. It ain't gonna help you.
I mean, okay, you know what? For today, I'm gonna try this one time, y'all. Hold up real quick. Just right quick. I gotta do this real fast. Let's put this up real quick, and I'm gonna head on over here to the banner.
Oh my God!
I feel like this right now is needed. I feel like this is needed. This right here, this beautiful banner in back of me, it is needed.
Sweet. So, that's sweet though, baby.
Gotta have it. Gotta have it.
My Ice Sports Radio family, baby.
All day. Can we show some love? You feel me?
Oh, baby.
That's right. So let's take a look here and see. Terrence says, I got the Saints winning despite no Mike Thomas. The Saints offense is super strong and will roast the Raiders defense, which struggled against Carolina. Saints will win 38-17. Sorry, y'all. Well, it's your opinion.
See, that's Terrence and Blake. Hey, I like them. I like them the two dudes, but they cool, man.
I feel you, man. It says, so we have here, Terrence says, X factor to the Saints. The Saints O-line, I'm pretty sure Breeze isn't a mobile quarterback. If that O-line gives Breeze / Kamara time,
right, I can see that, Terrence.
That could go, I could get things going early on and often. Absolutely. Raiders defense, Raiders X factors. Derek Carr. Carr's certainly no Brady. We know that. No, he needs to put on his big boy pants and step up. Jacobs is also an X factor as well as Raiders defense. I could definitely agree with you there, Taryn, but big boy pants are going to be needed because I don't know if we have any of those. They don't have our size. So you know what I mean? That's how it is. So, Kyle, what is it, man? I want to know. Pick out your weaknesses on this team and let me know who you think you can exploit in this thing.
The weakness on our side or your side?
Well, on your side. Our side. Our side.
Oh, the weakness on your side is the maturity. The maturity. That's it. It's not about. I'm not gonna go to front the seven. I'm not gonna go in the box. I'm not gonna go in the secondary. It's just the maturity, the youth. I mean, we have a future Hall of Famers gonna pick y'all apart. And then we have our skill position players. I mean, that when you have a young team, they overthink, and when you overthink, you make mistakes. That's the weakness. Or the disadvantage if you want to see better see.
No, I agree. I feel like our weakness is for the maturity. We're not there yet. We're not a mature, strong team just yet. We're not. And for us,
hey, but what I can't say this though. From what I saw Sunday, I see that they have much heart. And when you have heart, you don't give up. And when you don't give up, you get great outcome. And that's what happened Sunday for y'all. So long as y'all play from the first snap to the last snap, y'all have a chance, man. Y'all professionals.
Absolutely.
And that's the nicest I'm going to be to you, Larry B. That's the nicest I'm going to be to you. I promise.
Hey, you know what? And I know, and that needs to be said because you already know me. I'm going to bash my team regardless. So what I don't like right now about my team is our weakness for damn sure, of course, the maturity, but the stepping up in the crunch. I mean, look, last week, gosh damn it, we damn near lost the game because the defense was falling apart at the end. Offense, crazy when held together. And then finally at the very end.
But they were gassed. That's the only weakness, though.
It
wasn't like they didn't know there was. I don't think it was the game plan that they fell off. I think they were just gassed. If you saw, man, a lot of y'all players was huffing and puffing in the fourth quarter.
Absolutely, Kyle. And I'm surprised. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm gonna apologize on air because I wasn't a big fan of picking him up so early, but I'm glad we got him. Clelin Ferrell, man, made the game stop them. I'm proud of him. He did a great job. I'm glad we got him. But overall, guys, that secondary, I'm so sorry. But Abram, come on, brother, you got to step up. Harris, you had one good game last year. You were great. Where the hell did they go? Come on, dude. Like, play. Trayvon Mullen.
This dude's so funny. This dude here.
I'm sorry, but Trayvon Mullen, I can give this guy, I can give him support because he's balling out there, man. He's doing his best out there, and he's making things happen as best he can. And Damon Arnett, you know what, man? For his first time out there, I give him props, man. The young rookie, he's gonna get beat. It is what it is, but he's making things happen, and I'm proud of him. So other than that, man, I think we're suspect in the secondary, and yeah, man. I mean, Breeze, if our secondary is in for the battle.
Well, you know, Breeze not throwing it past 25, so you pretty good with that, the deep ball.
Exactly.
He's only averaging maybe about three deep balls a game, and when I say deep, I mean past 20 yards. So
absolutely, and that's okay.
So, but Larry, you have a brand new stadium, dude. You have the New Orleans Saints coming to town. I mean, you have all the moment coming off a big win against a decent, talented team. I mean, you got to have some kind of like inkling of hope, you know?
Absolutely, and I know we do. It's just my biggest thing is if we can make sure, okay, make for damn sure. And we're going to the game plan now. But our big thing is with the game plan is very simple. We need to keep and stick this every bit of hope in me. Keep Davenport, okay? Keep Cam Jordan, which is...
You ain't going to stop both of them, Larry. Come on now, man.
And we got to stop Brown, okay? And Andemata. And Shelby Jenkins. Those...
Well, if you're doubling all in, what DeMario Davis gonna do? He gonna eat y'all alive.
We have Anzalone, man. I mean, let me say this defense is so stacked. So it's just at this point in time, it's just please God help.
See, you said something, and that's what I was trying to tell you the other day when we was on the show. That everybody remembers, and they know the Saints can outscore people. That we just trying to outscore them and beat them. But this year is different. Our defense will be phenomenal. So Drew Brees gonna have to stress. He didn't have to score. He didn't have to throw 250 last week to win. So Drew Brees can just sit back and just ride the wave. Ride the wave. Then it's gonna get scary real fast.
I agree.
Real fast.
I agree.
Straight pressure down in the bayou.
That's what I'm saying. We need to make damn sure. If we got to keep a back end to block, I don't care. That's going to be our game. Keep Carr off the ground, because if he gets hit, we need to be able to open running lanes for this. Josh Jacobs.
We're going to, excuse my French, but we're going to knock some big ass out his ass.
I'll tell you right now. I got hope in our middle three. I got hope. I got hope that Hudson, Gabe Jackson, and Incognito are going to do their job. I have hope that they're actually going to make it happen. Our tackles, that's a different story. And I'm scared of that because we need to make sure to occupy the middle all game. We have three big boys who, I don't want to say anything to me. We got three guys who need to do their job, basically. And that's all there is to it. If we start getting traction up the middle, if we can start to dissect ISO. Yes, I get it. You guys have a mean-ass linebacking core. Anzalone's a beast. Ellis and DeMario Davis can all gather up in the middle. I get it.
Yes, man. Can we fast forward to Monday?
Right? The 43 defense is my favorite defense. Why? Because you have four big boys, two of which are extremely fast, or faster for damn sure. And you have three linebackers, one free flow hard hitter in the middle, and two contain off the edge type players. You have all four of those athletes. So in my opinion, we need to figure out what the hell's going on with the tackle position, because in the middle, I think we can win that battle in the middle if we can double team and open up little lanes. Column, you're going to be 2 to 3 yard gains all day long. But if we continue to fight and power, we may have somewhat of a chance. Now, guess what?
Hey, Jacobs, all he needs is a small window, bro. That's real though.
That's it.
You know Marilis, man. All he needs is a small window. But the thing about it is, can your other young pieces step up when we eliminate him out of the game? That's the problem.
That's the problem. That's exactly the problem. And that's
what y'all got like 3 speedsters out there in the wide receiving core.
But see, here's the thing. Malcolm Jenkins, Janoris Jenkins, and Marcus Williams are extremely fast. Okay.
No, hold on. Disrespectful. You're disrespectful. You did not say Marshawn Lattimore.
Lattimore is a beast, and we know he's a beast.
He's about to get paid, baby.
So my thing is if I cannot wait to see the matchup between him and Henry Ruggs. I know him and Ruggs are going to face off at least once.
Hey, matter of fact, Mike Evans. Oh, you saw that Sunday. Dude. My God. ESPN. Oh, you saw him. Oh, man. Mike Evans couldn't do nothing, boy. Scotty Miller he was the only for photographer Brady.
It was awesome.
Listen.
It was awesome. You guys.
All I want you to do, Larry. All I want you to do is to not bet all your chips on one hike, one snap. Don't do it.
We won't. There's no way that right now you guys are too real. We can't do nothing unless our offense allows. Now defensively, we're gonna have our hands full all day long. Because we know that, Colin. You know that, I know that, and I'm not being mean to myself. I'm being a realistic part, man. Colin, we have a Hall of Famer playing right now in a young second. You must think I'm out of my damn mind if I'm gonna sit here that we're gonna keep guys around.
And also too, I'm gonna say this, Larry. I don't know if you pay attention to it this week, but I know like we didn't have our traditional preseason. Mm-hmm. Time of possession was crucial for the older quarterback Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Rodgers, he scored fast. So, besides him, but like Drew Brees, Patrick couldn't stay on the field. I mean, if you think about it, if our veteran quarterbacks across the league stay on the field,
mm-hmm.
young defenses get wore down fast. And I think in the first 4 weeks, we're going to see that the veteran squads have the advantage because of time of possession.
Absolutely. My bad. I had to go check the score real quick, man. But no, absolutely, man. You guys are a strong, tough team, man. You guys made an example, in my opinion, of the Buccaneers. You guys are looking good. And overall, Colin, I'm not going to sit here in front, man. I am going to take my team all day long. You know what, man? It's going to be an uphill battle. We've got to fight like hell. And being the Saints, not thing, man. You can ask anybody who faces them. So at the end of the day, man, I know for that you guys are going to come out and ready to ball. It's going to be a very good football game. Open. But overall, Colin, there's no way that I'm going to sit here and tell you right now to your face or to anybody else out there that I feel that my team will go out there and dominate. Now, I would hope, I think right now, like we did last week, we can give you guys a football game. If we win it, it's a different story. But I'm just saying, I think right now we can at least hang and show that we are a much better team than we've been in years. Now, the victory is a different story. If I win this game, we're real, and we need to be put on. If we don't win this game,
but it's not do or die. It's not do or die.
It's not do or die. No.
But if y'all beat us, that will be 2 statement wins. See, if y'all beat us, that gives more validity for last week's win.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
All right.
I can't tell you the last time we went 2-0. I can't tell you that. I can't remember.
This dude's sick.
I'm used to 0-2. I'm used to that. I don't know what 2-0 feels like. I mean, it's with this team, so.
Yes, bro. Hey, I'm gonna text John and Michael when I get off here because you on a whole other level today.
I got to, but I want to represent my team, but I'm going to do it the right way. I'm not going to be oblivious, all right? So here, Terrence says, going to say it right now, defense plays like wet cardboard. This will be over before the 4th quarter. Yes, I agree.
Hey, Terrence, I'm just trying to help. Larry's our boy. He's our leader. I'm just trying to give him some kind of hope, but he don't even – I'm giving him the recipe. He don't even want it. So listen, I'm going to eat by myself on Monday night, Terrence. I'm going to eat by myself.
Hey. You guys are going to get that. Look, man. Overall, I would say right now, Colin, fight like how I think we can fight and you guys battle, this right here, I think it's doable. But this is as close as I'm going to get. Are you ready for this? This is as close as I'm going to get if we.
Oh my God! No way! No way!
If we win, it'll be that close. I'm serious.
You only give us 20?
If we win.
Wow.
Because
that's a perfect game for y'all.
Because that means, okay, in my opinion, that means that we finally something happened where we could spark something going on in that defense to at least play somewhat competitive to hold you guys. Now,
20, Larry, come on, you could have done a little better.
I'm okay. If we do, it's gonna be the offense has to carry it. We're gonna have it'll be like a field goal at least, and it'll be like a play at the end. Like I told you, I love I'm ready. I want us to go ahead and win this. Of course I do. But at the end of the day, Colin, I'm not insane. I'm not wearing a straight jacket. Okay, I'm not sitting here eating drywall. Okay, I'm not doing that, man. Like I'm not out there. Raider fans say what they want to say, but you have to be real. If this Raiders football team is going to do anything, you have to keep the Saints off the score. Now, can you do that? That's a monster, but you have to. Because we're not going to put up over 21 over y'all. That. We're not going to do that. If we do, but that defense is too strong. You have to win on defense. Don't win on defense, we're finished. I mean, I hope you can see where I'm coming from.
How my score, you said?
No, I said I hope you can see where I'm coming from.
I see where you're coming from, and I feel where you're coming from. I just no. After last week, man, everybody's up in the air, but your thought process could be a little shaky when it comes down to the production. But I think that this week is gonna tell how tough y'all are, and it's gonna tell how dedicated we are to the game plan. So, and I think we're gonna take it out on y'all on Monday night. So
I'm sure you will. And I say, see, like Taryn even says it right here. Taryn says, "No way the Saints only score 20. They'll be up 20 plus by halftime," and I completely agree. See, the reason why I'm giving, because that's a fan score. I'm saying that the only way we're going to win this game is if we can hold you guys on defense. If we can hold you guys' offense, because I know it's going to sound terrible, but Callum, that defense is too strong. I don't have enough faith in our offense to put up 21 plus points. So
I give y'all, you know I'm not big in score predictions, but I go out tonight. We're gonna call the dogs off early, so I said I won't stretch too far. 31-20. I give y'all 20.
And I you know what? I think that's realistic. If we don't contain you guys on defense, and if we cannot be able to somewhat try to fight and to contain you guys, I'm gonna honestly say this: the fan that says we can win it, fight is gonna be 21-20 if we can hold you guys to defense. Split up.
I give y'all 17, but 20, but you know.
But the realist that knows football pretty good and that knows that the Saints
you're pretty good at your stuff now, Larry.
I appreciate it. The realist in me is gonna say this. The Raiders will start out the game looking pretty okay. It'll look like a football game in the first quarter. Second quarter, it may still be a game by the half. By the third quarter, you guys might get a couple of wounds on us, and by the fourth quarter, it's going to be a wrap-up. I feel like, if anything, 35-21, 35-20, but I feel like you guys are going to hang some 30s on us. Why? Because you guys have too many weapons. You guys have too much, and the Raiders don't have that yet. We just don't. So I'm being a realist when I say that. Now, once again, the fan in me says if we can hold you guys on offense with our defense, 21-20, we can squeak by the victory, we show we're real. But realistically, Colin, if we cannot do that, you guys are going to hang some 30s on us. I hope we don't get into no 40s, but that defense is going to explode and the offense will fall apart. So I hope that doesn't happen. But realistically, I see like a 35, 38, 21, 20 if we don't hold you guys on defense. Does that sound fair?
It sounds fair, Larry.
I think we're right about there. But man, Colin, man, it's great talking to you. But I'm so glad you were able to be here tonight and be a part of this show.
And I'm glad I was able to get on, man. And we getting ready to, I'm also on the move, man. We on the road right now. I got miles to drive so I can get on the show tonight.
Hey man, you got to tell her we said thank you, man. For sure, that was a lot of fun.
And Larry said thank you, Mama, driving. See, all right.
Appreciate it so much. Hey, brother, we thank you so much for being here tonight, man. Thank you to her very much. I'll tell you what, man, this has been a lot of fun. We've been doing our thing, and let's keep it going, man. So with that said, that will be that. We appreciate you so much, man, for being here tonight, man. Hey, let's have some fun on Monday night. Let's talk a little mess, have some fun. Hey, brother, I'll look to have you back very soon, man. Take care. God bless you and your family. We'll talk to you soon, man.
All right, man. Y'all be blessed, man. See you Monday.
Take care, brother. We'll see you then. See you Monday.
All right.
All right, so that is going to do it for today's show. Man, that was fun. Oh, man, it's always great talking to Kyla, man. Great dude, and that is that. So, yeah, this setup is not working. This setup is not working for me. It's hard to maneuver. I don't really care for the whole thing. So, hey, trial and error today. It was kind of a rough go. It's okay. Next week, we'll have a different setup. And we're going to get some things going differently. And I think it'll be a lot cleaner, a lot better. But overall, guys, that is it. So my final weigh-ins, I'm going Bengals to win on Thursday night. Why? Because the Bengals, I think, are with Joe Burrow, they've actually come, they're going to, I don't know. I feel like that defense, if they can play well, that offense will flourish. I really do. So I got that victory. Next up, Seahawks, 35-24 over New England. I think that's realistic. And you heard me already, y'all. If the Raiders can contend on defense, we have a chance. If we can hold them under 20 points. If we give up more than 20 points, or 21 points at least, I don't know if we can win it. I'm just being real, guys. So I hope we can do it. And I have faith in my team to do it. This will be a real test for us. So there it is, guys. And that's going to be about it. So for the primetime face-offs today, I didn't write it in or anything like that. My bad, my laptop died, so the show kind of went under. But at least it's on StreamYard, and that's all that matters. But or for right now. But I'm gonna go today, man. Andrew brought it. That was a really cool primetime face-off. Chris was cool, man. It was awesome having those two guys. So I'm gonna give it to Chris. And then I'm giving it to Colin for sure, man. He made good facts and good stuff, man. So I'd have no problem giving the victory to him, of course, man. So great stuff there. And unfortunately, no primetime face-off. Today was a little bit off. It was a kind of an off show, so my apologies. But thank you all for sticking with me and listening and being a part of this here today. It was a lot of fun, and that is going to do it for tonight. So with that said, y'all, that is going to do it. That is my final weigh-in. And we are going to you'll be hearing it from me if the Browns get the win. Hey, and that's okay. Yeah, that's what Terrence says here in the chat room. But, yeah, guys, I think the Bengals just kind of, I don't know, Burrow, I think they're going to rally around him, and we're going to see. But if the Browns win it, the Browns win it. But overall, I expect the Bengals, man. Like, there's something there. They fought the Chargers hard. The Chargers ain't no slouch. I mean, that was a good football game last week. The Browns got eaten alive last week by the Ravens. I know it's the Ravens, but still. So, anyway, y'all, that's going to do it for me here today. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all next week with a different setup. You'll see. It'll be a lot different, a lot better show next week. So my apologies. But, hey, once again, trial and error, working on StreamYard. The second time doing this here on StreamYard with 3 and Out. And it's only like my, I think, 4th time using StreamYard or 5th time altogether. So it's what it is. Probably like my 4th. But regardless, that is going to do it. We will see y'all next week. Thank you for tuning in, y'all. It's me, your boy, Larry B, signing off. I'll see you next week, y'all. Until then, take care. And as always, God bless.